The WordPress admin. I'm using this site to show you. There's a few things here. First of all, I'll show you the menus. It's under Appearance, Menus. You'll see that we've set up a main menu. These here reflect what is on here. So courses, for instance, you've got those 4 links underneath, as you have here. These can be moved around. The order can be changed. You can add another page. If you've added a new page, it will appear here automatically. It's just a matter of clicking there, clicking Add to Menu. It drops it in down the bottom, and then you just drag it up into place. We don't really need that one, so in this case, we'll just remove it, and it's gone. So, and then you save your menu. So it's clicked down here. You can set it to automatically add new pages, but that's not the best way to go. It's best to just add them as you need them. And as again, I said you can move these around. You can move that to there, or if you want to make it a third level so just for instance on this one, I'll just show you that now. So that's changed that. If we refresh the page, you always remember when you do make a change, refresh the page. You'll see courses, and it's got a third one there now because we've changed that. So if we move that back, save the menu again, and refresh the page, you'll see that the courses is back there with the 4. So that's your main menu. A lot of you have a blog or news. This is the one for this website. It's a page here. These are all controlled with your posts. So you'll see on this one, you have your posts here. This one's set up so that it displays an image. So if you want to create a new, or I'll just edit this one for instance. It's just, you can do, it's like Microsoft Word, like your normal, you can add a media to it. If you want an image to display here, you just click on the featured image. In this case, we'll just remove it. It says set featured image. We just go through to our media library and click whichever one we want. It's with these, they're usually set to a certain size. So if the image is a bit bigger, it's not going to matter because it'll only display at that size. So we click update. So these are, you can see that if you go into this one, it shows you more of the information, the big version of the thing. So we'll go back to the home page. Okay. There's a couple of things, theme options. There's some basic settings with general styling, if you want to change colours and stuff. In most cases, I've done this for you, so any changes you want made here, let me know, because it's pretty easy to break things, so it's got to be a little bit careful. But for instance, if you want to change a colour of a particular area, for instance, in this case, we want to change the logo area, which is up here. We can just click on this and change it to whatever colour. Go up the top and save. Refresh, and you'll see that reflected, which looks quite horrible. But in this case, we'll just change it back to white. It does give you a little sample of it up here, how things look. So again, so if we refresh that, you'll see that it's gone back to white. You can change the fonts. With most cases, we've decided on a font that you want to use or something similar. They are here if you want to do them. If you want to change that to there, it will reflect up here. But be a little careful with these, because sometimes fonts will display larger than what you need and they'll look a bit odd. But anyway, again, with all that stuff, if you need a hand, just let me know. Okay, editing pages. This is the Enfold theme. So I'll just show you this page, the front page. It's using the layout builder So it basically works in blocks. So you'll see here we've got an advanced slider. That's this thing. Then you'll see here we've got a color section. If I put my mouse over there, it'll show it's a color section. That's this panel of color here. And then you can see you've got a full width column there, and you've got 3 1/3 columns. The columns can just be dragged into place. So if you want to put another, say for instance, we want to do another 2 columns up there, we can drag them in. And then within those columns, we want to put content. So let's say we want to do a text block in that one and a media element. We want to do an image in that one. So basically, you just click on your text block, puts it there, image, insert an image. Now, if you want to, you can drag images off your desktop, for instance. You want to drag an image in, it's as simple as that. I won't use that one, I'll just delete that one, we don't need it. I will just put that in for the sake of this exercise. It's asking there, so that's dropped in. Now with the column settings, the settings on the first column are usually reflected in the second and third or fourth or whatever, how many you've got. So this little button here has the column settings. So we can set them to individual height or equal height. These are equal height here. So, I mean, coincidentally, they are the same size, but if there was an extra line of text here, this one would drop down and so would the bottom of this to align with it. So you can again set that for middle, bottom or top to change the heights of the columns. You can add a shadow. You can add padding, which is around this area. So for instance, if you wanted a padding around there, a bit of white, you can set that. Styling will give you a background color if you want to do a background color. So say we want to do a yellow background in that one, for instance. It's showing us up here that there's a bit of yellow. So I'll just update that for the moment. And we'll refresh the page. And you'll see you've got that logo in there, that image and that. So now this is where the padding comes in. So if we want to do this with the styling, layout, padding, we can make it 20 pixels and apply all the way around. Save that, update it, and refresh. You'll see it's now bumped in from the side. So you can do the same with images. You can drop images into that text if you wanted to. For instance, you can add media. So you don't necessarily have to separate like that. It just depends on how you want to lay it out. So you can add media into your image. You can set here the size, shows full size. Then you can actually just resize it like you would in Microsoft Word. You can set it to range left, centered, or right. In this case, we'll save that, update it, and refresh. So there's the images like so. So I'll just get rid of these off that site because it's going live soon. To get rid of it, just click that cross, and update it. And again, it's disappeared. There are several media elements you can play with, sliders and things like that. But until you're really au fait with it, anything like that, just get me to do it because the images need to be resized to suit. So yeah, that's basically how you lay out the pages. You can, for instance, with a button like this, for instance, you can put a link on it. So if you want that button to link to something, there's the URL. In most cases, you just select that from the menu and then paste it into there. So that's you can actually do advanced options. You can open the link in a new tab. It's a good idea if you're linking to an external website or some other information to open it in a new tab, because when the viewer closes the window, your site is there. So in this case, we don't need to open in a new window because it's just going within the site. So we'll just click update, save that. There are settings in here that have your headings 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're usually set at the beginning, and they will be reflected through the site. So you can see there, this is set to heading 2, and this is just set to paragraph. You can actually change, for instance, in this situation, if you wanted to change the color of it, you can change the text color there. Change it back to black. You can do things like add bullet points, center it, set it right, left. You can put a link onto text, so you select the text, click the link, and you paste your link in there. If you want to get more, it'll actually show you all the pages. So if you wanted to link it to a blog, for instance, or that particular page, you can add the link. And again, there's an open a new link window. So we add link, and you'll see that that's now a link, but we'll just get rid of that now. So I think that'll give you pretty much the basics. Again, if there's anything you're not sure of, you can always make a new page and do some experiments. Because we've clicked in the menu, we've clicked that to not show any new pages, it won't appear on the menu. So you can easily create a page, do some tests, make sure you're happy with it, and you can copy and paste it over. One other thing you can do too is, if you got a little, for instance, for this, it's a little section that's got an image, a button, they're 3 separate things. If you click here, this little save button, it allows you to save a template. So you can save this as 3-panel template, for instance. So we can save that. And then when we're on the page, on any page, we can go to the template and we can see 3-panel. That'd be there. So if I click that, it'll drop one of those in to the bottom of the page ready for you to edit. So again, just go in and change the copy, etc., etc. So it makes it easy to to replicate things from page to page. You might have a set of links you want on all your pages. So yeah, that's about it, I think. Good luck.